Athens Airport Cargo Community Committee is a communication platform under the leadership of the airport company. And with us today we have a group of people to discuss that in more detail. Alexis, thank you so much for joining us today. Could you briefly outline what you do and your colleagues with us today?
Of course, let me introduce to you our good friends. Andreas Togias from Goldair Handling, Savas Aslanidis, Skyserv Handling Services. On my left, Gavriilidis, Speed Air, and also the representative of the Greek International Forwarders Association. Miltos, Sintakis, heading Swiftair Cargo Airlines, that's a local cargo airline. And last but not least, Nikos Tsagaris, who is here on behalf of Customs, the Greek Customs Authority.
Now, you've always brought your group to transport logistics. What's your strategy behind that?
Well, that's a good thing to say. It's the sixth time we show up here in Munich. The fact is that since the airport opening, we realized that the only way to make things happen and increase traffic through Athens was to join forces. And that's what we did. So we have people here on board with whom we can discuss and make decisions. And by doing that, we've rendered cargo flows more efficient. And we've boosted transit traffic, like, for example, sea traffic. Also, we are very much into new projects like the Safe Pharma project of IATA. So we are extrovert, and that's why we're here.
Andreas and Savas, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Now, could you briefly describe your network and what makes your handling companies exceptional?
Our company is the first private company on ground handling agency in Greece. We serve 26 stations in Greece and 3 international stations in Bulgaria and Cyprus. We have over 3,000 people as active personnel, and we also offer services in Ethiopia ICAS handling company. So actually our experience, our personnel, our procedures, our services, our big clientele, over 100 customers, is what makes us excel in ground handling agency in Greece.
And Savas?
We handle cargo operations in 37 airports, 22 of them being regulated agents. We have state-of-the-art facilities, warehousing facilities in Athens, Thessaloniki and Heraklion. We handle perishables, temperature-sensitive products like pharmaceuticals. We are, in addition to that, we serve as a hub for our customer airlines for the wider region. We transit air cargo through road feeder solutions, leading to our target, making Athens a hub in the near future.
George, thank you for joining us. What advantage does Athens offer?
Well, I can think of at least 2 or 3 good reasons. One, I would say that Athens is located exactly in between the Far and the Middle East to Europe, almost equal distance. So it's a great place to consolidate and deconsolidate cargo. Athens Airport is located 30 kilometers away from the port of Piraeus, which is one of the largest ports in the Mediterranean. So this is also a very good facility for sea air operations. The recent crisis has made Greece much more competitive, restrained costs. So in terms of costs, and it's a wise choice to use Athens and Athens Airport. We have the skills as forwarders. We've been a trading nation since ever. We have a very capable airport facility, and it's a good choice for e-commerce. The average Greek freight forwarder is very well equipped and certified, and we've been very advanced in safe pharma projects, e-bookings, and electronic airway bills. That's why.
Miltos, thanks for joining us. You're operating 1 out of 2 Greek cargo airlines. How do you differentiate yourselves from the legacy carriers as well as the 4 big integrators operating into Athens?
We actually act as a complement to the work and services that the majors, the legacy carriers, or the integrators provide by really helping them in extending their networks to far more remote areas, cities, or thinner routes. In that sense, I would say we act as a spoke to a hub, and in this case, our hub, the hub would be Athens International Airport. So this is an added value to all legacy and integrator carriers that we can really reach out to further remote markets.
Nikos, welcome. Now, outside the normal control authority role, how closely does Greek Customs work with the air cargo community?
We are also an active member of this community, and we are very happy to be here because we consider all these people next to me and around the Greek pavilion as our business partner. Because customs, besides our traditional role and the demanding task of ensuring safety and security for the citizens and the community, we are focused very much in trade facilitation. Because we believe this is the new role for customs in the supply chain. We at IA Customs, we found at IA Cargo Community the perfect means for the collaboration and consultation with our airport stakeholders. Together we have established relations of trust and mutual respect, and we may agree or disagree, but we finally conclude on well-based resolutions.
To conclude, it's great, to have this group here. Seeing competitors being friends at the same time, having customs and saying that we are business partners. So occasionally agreeing that we disagree, but at the end of the day, making a wise choice. And that's why, at the end of the day, in 2016, when the Greek economy was stagnant, here at the airport we achieved a rise in business in volumes, actually cargo volumes of 10%. And that's why we always say we make things fit as we fit together.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, all of you, and every success with the community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.